That's the message of Swami Vivekananda. He said you can't put education from outside. You have to let the wealth of knowledge come from within. Today's generation is quite challenging, and they say, you believe in God? They say, I really don't know. Some people say, I don't. And I do admire that honesty, because unless and until you do experience, how can you believe? So my movement, my appeal to youth is, come to a neutral point. Don't say I don't believe and don't say I believe. You see, and run an experiment with your heart. You become the scientist, let your heart judge, and through the experiments you carry out on a day-to-day basis, let the results speak to itself and say, yes, I believe that He exists because I experience. So you can speak from your experience, from your conviction, not by borrowed knowledge. Borrowed knowledge will not take us further. We have the highest youth. Our nation can become stronger, not physically. Of course, physicality is required. Physically strong individuals are required. Physically healthy are required. But today, more than ever so, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually stronger leadership as well as citizens are required. You may have a great spiritually strong leader, but what if we all are spiritually pauper? Spiritually strong, spiritually wealthy nation can only become materially strong and materially self-independent. That's the message of Swami Vivekananda. He said you can't put education from outside. You have to let the wealth of knowledge come from within. How to do this? We have to inspire these children to refer to their hearts all the time. Create more and more interest and ability to observe things. When you have prepared a child with a lot of interest and capacity to observe things, our role as educationalists, I think, is more or less over, kind of things. Often children, like one of the questions was, I was watching, how to create interest when you're not interested, you're bored, and how to create interest at that time. That reminded me of a child who came to me once referring, Uncle, I don't want to study, it's enough. I'm in 9th grade and I'm tired of studying. I don't want to study. My parents are pushing me to study. My teachers are always after me for good grades, etc. I said, look, at that moment, suddenly some thought occurred to me. That boy was very smart, actually, very smart boy. I said, what do you like to do in your life? He said, I would like to have a happy family. I said, how many children would you like? He said, I would like to have 2 boys. But said, girls? He said, no, I don't want girls. I said, but they're going to be your daughters. He said, no, I want only boys. I said, what about cars? What cars would you like? He said, I would like Porsche. I said, okay. How much will that cost you? He says, 3 crores. I said, can your father afford it? He said, my father doesn't have a car. We have a scooter. I said, you're going to stop studying after this. How will you pay for this 3 crores? He started thinking. Of course, you will be driving somebody else's Porsche, but you'll become a driver. That somehow clicked his mind, and he said, okay, I have to study. I said, not just ordinary studies, you'll have to excel in your studies. You go from college to college, and now in this pandemic period, we are having a lot of online programs for the youth. See, We interact. We interact a lot. We have a free discussions on all these things. As far as doing is concerned, we make them do meditation, that's all. But it's not just that's all, because if you see the reason for environmental pollution, the direct cause is the inner pollution. If this inner pollution is removed and so there is some clarity, then children can behave well. See, ability to give the decision, make the decision on their own accord. So we sensitize their hearts by rightful techniques we give them, primarily meditation, how to do the cleaning, how to remain in touch with your higher self. And for each of these sessions, we have a trainer. See? So we strike all these things at the very root level, see? Sensitizing the heart, make it able to discriminate things from right and wrong. See? If a child doesn't know what is right and what is wrong, then this child is going to fail. We have to sensitize the heart. So that is the beginning part of it. See? Give them enough of courage that yes, doing the right thing pays off in life. Education will go on. It is required to survive in this world. But how to make use of this education, how to make use of your heart, especially in education, in your professional life, in your business world, in your family life. Heart is the most important thing, and that's what we teach. And we move from one university to another university. University means multiple colleges. In India, each university means 30,000-40,000 students. So it's a big number we are talking, and we can do a magical thing once we catch up with the youth.